when it was announced Coach Callahan would take over as the new head coach. What was kind of your first reaction, first impressions, and when did you meet him?
Yeah, I think, I don't remember exactly when I met him, but it wasn't too long after that. It was the day, actually, I think he met you guys, that media first press conference. So I remember I was actually dang near naked in the locker room, and it was kind of awkward, but yeah, no, it was great to meet him, and I was psyched. When we got the news about him, starting to learn about him and the quarterbacks and offenses he's worked with in the past got me really excited, and it's been great to work with him.
Well, a lot has changed.
There might be some guys who might not feel great about it at first, just because they might think that their opportunities might be limited then. But I think it's on me to just instill confidence in those guys and tell them that if anything, it's just going to push you harder, and that regardless of who it is, that we know that we're going to put the best player on the field, and they got to trust that. And I think it's going to be great for all of us. Just great to have that environment of competitiveness, and everyone's going to be better because of it.
How do you characterize this, Will? How would you describe it?
I'd say balanced. I mean, it's pretty vague, but it was cool the first kind of time sitting down, being able to talk to Coach Callahan and watch some stuff, showing a lot of drop back game in situations where we might not have seen that last year. So that was cool. So being able to throw the ball a little bit more, obviously that comes with the trust in the quarterback, and I got to earn that. But him making a point to me like, hey, we're gonna throw the ball. We're going to throw the ball on first down. We're going to throw the ball in all types of situations, and it's going to be on you, and we're going to trust you to do it. So that was cool to hear that, and it makes me want to go out there and be the guy to do that. So I'd say other than that, I'd say confusing. Not for us, hopefully for the defense, and a lot of moving parts, a lot of things to make the defense think. A lot of things similar to what we did last year, but also just a little bit. Our little bits and pieces, our new kind of pieces that we haven't seen yet. So it's cool. It's a fun offense.
When you got into
all these cut-ups and him balling out and making all these plays, and on the teach tape running these routes exactly like how we're telling everyone else to. So that's going to be some great insight to hear from a guy who's been in the offense and knows what it's like when the bullets are flying. And then with Calvin already being able to throw with him, I can tell that we're going to be able to develop a really special connection, and he's a special type of player that I really do have to lock in with and get some chemistry with, but he's been great, and looking forward to get TV here.
This time last year,
very sure. We actually, we were like, we didn't know how it was going to go. We didn't take a practice snap. That thing was very slippery. It was some good wet ball work for sure.
How'd it taste?
It tasted like a catfish.
Like a beer chaser.
I remember I had to wipe my mouth off, obviously, but the taste stayed in my mouth for a little bit. I couldn't wait to get home to brush my teeth.
What's the vibe in the holdovers? But can you tell the difference in Zach's program? He was talking about guys being out of balance. Maybe has he pointed out anything to you that's different? What's it feel like?
It's been great. I mean, I've really bought into and believed in all the principles that they preach in there. I point to our speed stuff. That's been the biggest thing for me, is just getting my legs back underneath me and being able to run like I know I can. And I got to thank them for all the work that they've been able to do with me with their speed improvement drills and just all the different the mechanics of running that I believe in, that I have done in workouts in the past that I haven't in a little bit. But to get back to it, I feel like it's been really good for me.
So Will,
sound pretty good to you? You like those prospects in terms of pass protection?
Yeah, I'm excited to get JC here. He's a freak, and I'm excited to see what he's like on the field, and being able to meet him and his family was really cool. And I know that he made a great choice in picking him. So I definitely feel like we're firming up that side. But all the other additions that we're making, everyone that we're bringing in, I feel like it's developing a really good environment of competition. And like I said, best guys are going to play regardless of who they are. So I feel like everyone in that room is really locked in. Already seeing great improvements with the guys who've been here. So I'm just really excited for that whole group.
How much different does the weight room feel?
It was good, yeah. I mean, I wasn't expecting to be the guy to make any decisions, but they definitely were like keeping me, on tabs as to who we were looking at, who we were considering, and then when a decision was made, I had known, before the general public did. So that's always good to know. But yeah, for them to keep me in the loop, it means that they trust me and that they want me to, be happy about the decisions that are made, which obviously I've been ecstatic.
Were you part of the? He hasn't signed with the team.
I'm very surprised. I mean, I think Ryan's a heck of a quarterback, and I think that he can still play in this league. And yeah, he was such a huge part of my development as a player and as a person. And you know, him and his family, him, Lauren and his kids are great people and people that I got close with. But I haven't talked to him too much, but I do wish him the best. And you know, I know that he's still got a future in this league.
Given all
Last
the
one.
newness kind of around, what's kind of the main thing that you focus on this time of year?
With the newness going around, the main thing I focus on, well, the new offense, I'd just say like getting to know the offense, and by the time we get back to training camp here, literally like know this thing like the back of my hand, and be able to just run it and not even have to go to meetings if I don't need to, you know, and be able to run the meetings essentially. So that's the biggest thing for me, locking in on the playbook, and obviously developing as a leader, getting to know these guys, especially the new ones, and just feeling out the locker room and being there however I can for anybody. Yeah, it's cool. I mean, all the tape we watch from the installs to even just the individual drills, it's Joe, it's Matt, it's me, and it's cool to see those guys and know that they've been in, you know, a system at least similar to this, or very similar to this, and been able to have great success. So, you know, it's big shoes to fill, but you know, I want to be that next guy and get to that level. But yeah, I don't want to be them. I want to be me, but I want to, you know, perform and exceed the levels that they performed at.
Part of that